This is iCastNews.com, live and direct from United Nations headquarters in New York City. And this is Bubbling Under and Bubbling Over. Can one big idea solve a modern problem in one very small country? The modern problem: getting blood transfusions from a blood bank to a part of the world that doesn't have many roads, and whose roads in the rainy season, 80 to 90% are washed out. The big idea? Use a drone. A San Francisco company called Zipline has come up with the idea of creating drones. They look more like a flying garbage truck or a flying cargo truck than anything else. And the place? The place is the small country of Rwanda. Rwanda, situated very near the equator, a country of about 10,000 some odd square miles, 145th in the world's order of countries. 145th is not a big country. It's not the United States. It's not Siberia. It's got about 11 million people, and the people have real problems. They need blood transfusions. Women who give birth frequently hemorrhage. They need to have their blood transfused. But the modern miracle of blood transfusions demands refrigeration. And refrigeration is hard to come by when you don't have a lot of electricity. A modern blood bank has to test blood for AIDS, so it has to be a centralized location. Step into the situation, the people at Zipline, entrepreneurs and new thinkers for underdeveloped, less resourced countries in Africa. Take a look at what they've done. Look at this flying drone. The drone is a big thing. It opens up, it ejects out a parachute, and the blood can come down to earth, gently landing, and be picked up by anyone coming by. Take a look again. Take a look again at how this works. It's so simple. A big drone parachutes things down, brings the blood in. It either goes for an emergency kind of transfusion, or it's dispatched to help a young child. Helping children, a lot of kids who get malaria become so anemic, they need a blood transfusion. But Rwanda is, a poor country, 11 million people. The operative question here may be, why Rwanda? Why this little landlocked country in the middle of Africa? And they may be the beneficiaries, as odd as it seems, of progressive thought because of genocide. On the 7th of April, 1994, the civil war that was gripping Rwanda broke out into a genocidal uprising. Between April and July, the genocide claimed the lives of somewhere between 800,000 Tutsi and moderate Hutu, and it devastated the country. It took about 20% of the population there in an act that was not stopped by either the United Nations nor by the inept foreign policy of President Bill Clinton. It's the genocide here that prompted now American ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, to write her book, The Problem from Hell, about what happened when countries don't act in Rwanda. But because there was such a great loss of governmental power, many educators and teachers stepped into the ranks, and the leaders in Rwanda are more open to new ideas to solve problems, and the people from Zipline have gone in with this idea for their cargo drones to bring in blood supplies. It's amazing. Most of the time when we think of drones delivering things, we think of Amazon. Amazon promises all us spoiled people here who are used to quick delivery that they're going to be bringing us books and camera gear and food and you name it. You can get anything from Amazon and have it delivered by a drone. But this use of new technology is not for spoiled Americans. It's more basic. It's to make up for a lack of infrastructure. It's to get people the kind of health resources they need, blood transfusions. It's to take a new kind of technology, and instead of drones going out and killing people, they're saving lives thanks to the insights of the good people at Zipline out in San Francisco. By this summer, if all goes as planned, the people at Zipline will have drones going out from 2 centers in Wanda, and they will be close enough to deliver emergency blood transfusions to any local place. You can't even call it a hospital, a medical facility, a medical point in that small, beleaguered country. So, the answer is a big idea, solving a modern problem in a small place looks like it's going to work. In other words, and this may be a bad play on words, in other words, the idea of droning on may take a whole new meaning thanks to Zipline and forward-looking people in a backward country known as Wanda. For ICAStnews.com, live and direct from United Nations headquarters in New York City, we deliver the news over the internet, not through a flying drone. I'm Jonathan Sanders.